Politicians do it, so do celebrities and journalists. So why shouldn't second graders Twitter? Well, a sign of the times from reporter Kara Matasuski with our affiliate WLBZ in Bangor, Maine.
We're going to go check our Twitter account this morning as a class.
2 months ago, if Mrs. White said this in her classroom, she'd get a bunch of blank stares. Now, every student's eyes light up.
Does anybody remember the name of the class in Green, Maine that we're Twittering with?
Debbie White's second grade class at Asa Adams School in Orono is exchanging tweets or Twitter messages with Tim Thompson's second grade class at Green Central School.
Claire, can you read this?
Hi, my name is Morgan. I have 3 dogs.
Well, I like talking to our friends, and it's like you're getting new connections to make new friends.
White says she got interested in using the microblogging site in her classroom after she heard about an 8th grade class writing a story on Twitter. She knew there were lessons in the website for her students.
Teaching writing is very difficult, but it's an essential skill. It's how we communicate primarily as humans, and more so with the digital world, because most of our communication that way is through writing.
The kids caught right on.
The first time I was just like, it's just some instant messaging blog, but now that I'm actually Twittering, I did it myself and I've done it more, I really like it.
You get to talk with people. Like, you get to see what they're doing and then type in what you're doing, and then they write back what they're doing. Then you kind of have this little connection. Instead of talking to each other, you can just type. It's like pen palling.
While most of the students are early adopters of the technology, some are more hesitant.
You might, on the computer, you could accidentally press the wrong letter, then you'd have to go back.
A proofreading lesson goes along with every tweet. White adds Twitter doesn't just motivate her students to write, it helps her teach them about online safety and digital citizenship.
And that begins that whole modeling and that whole piece of what we're going to share online. We're not going to share a picture of us being incredibly goofy unless that's the point of what we're doing.
There's also lessons in math. Twitter messages have a limit of 140 characters, and spelling.
Good noticing, Brooklyn.
And the students learn about things that weren't on the lesson plan. Last week, Mr. Thompson's class was learning about Wilma Rudolph, something not on Mrs. White's curriculum.
Do you think we would have learned about Wilma Rudolph if we hadn't been Twittering?
No.
So while Twittering might be thought of as something for adults and teenagers, these students say no way, it's for us too, giving them one more door to information and learning. In Orono, Kara Matasuski, News Center.